What is going on, traders? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions, and in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to be explaining the major updates that were just released this 2019 for the Robinhood Gold update. And the easiest way for me to put this, for those that are not familiar with what the Robinhood application is, Robinhood is one of the most popular applications right now when it comes down to millennial-based investings that introduced this amazing free commission trading. Again, it's not an application that I personally use. I use TD Ameritrade, but I do a different, in a sense, style of trading. I'm a little bit more experienced, and when it comes down to the approach that I have when it comes down to trading in the stock market, TD Ameritrade is a better suit for me. It doesn't mean that it's a better suit for you, and Robinhood might be something that you might want to explore. Let's go ahead and cover these three main things. One of the first things that I want to talk about is they changed their monthly subscription from $10 a month to $5 a month. So again, making it more accessible to more traders. Again, Robinhood is a non-commission based platform, so they need to produce revenue some way, right? So it makes sense on why they want more people to subscribe to it in an effort to produce more revenue, and again, making it therefore more accessible. If you've never been introduced to Robinhood Gold, usually or normally back then, you would have to pay $10 a month, and you had to have a minimum balance of $2,000, and they would give you an additional $2,000 based off of that margin buying power. That's where it would start out at. Now, instead of the $10 a month and additional $2,000 of margin buying power, what they do now is it's now $5 a month. So they cut the monthly subscription in half, and now your margin buying power is cut in half as well. So instead of $2,000, it's now $1,000. You still need that minimum balance in your Robinhood account of $2,000, and then they will give you a minimum $1,000 margin buying power. Everything over the $1,000, if you choose to borrow, you will be charged an interest of 5% annually. Not bad. That's not what I think is most impressive about this update. I think when it comes down to Robinhood investors, when you think about someone that trades on the Robinhood application, again, the infamous stereotype is that they're new, they're beginners, and they're just getting started. Robinhood is now introducing a series of resources such as Morningstar that makes it that much easier for a Robinhood investor or user to be able to see certain news that is being released based off of a potential investment that they might want to take. To give you an example, I'm going to put a little screenshot just so you can see how beautifully they actually designed this. I think one of the most amazing things that I've taken away from Robinhood is, again, although I personally don't use it, I think that they do an amazing job delivering a very simple product or service. In this sense, it would be the overall credibility that Morningstar has in a sense of a news outlet, and being able to integrate that into their application and being able to share it and design it in a very simple format. This is something that I think that can be of value for maybe newer traders or maybe newer investors when it comes down to relevant news that they will continue to update from a credible source. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is level 2. It's something that has been, asked for, if I'm not mistaken, for such a long period of time from Robinhood. And finally, they are going to be releasing, not yet released, they are going to be releasing the level 2, which means that you can see where people are buying and selling simply through the Robinhood application. So some of you guys that are using the TD Ameritrade platform to have access to the level 2 and trade on your Robinhood application, guess what? It's going to be an all-in-one package once they finally release it. Again, I think that this, again, will be another resource for traders to have a better understanding of where to buy and where to sell, and being able to see where people are buying and selling is just another resource that they can benefit from. So in my opinion, this update was more focused on providing more value or a bigger bang for your buck for the general Robinhood investors, and I think they did a really beautiful job with that. So again, just recapping very quickly, they lowered their $10 monthly Robinhood subscription from $10 a month to $5 a month with a minimum margin buying power of $1,000 instead of $2,000, and everything over the initial $1,000 margin buying power is going to incur a 5% interest annually. Moving from that, they're going to be, or they partnered up with Morningstar, being able to deliver a very simple way when it comes down to news that is credible. And then the last thing is overall just level 2 that they should be releasing very soon. But altogether, one of my biggest areas of opportunity, and I've said this from the very beginning, even back then when I used to mess around with the Robinhood application, is their overall just customer experience. I think Robinhood, a huge area of opportunity because it's such a tech-focused application or brokerage, if you would. They don't have an amazing support team. I've had so many people, because we run the largest trading group, we get so many new traders always just complaining about the series of issues that they're experiencing, which is not something that catches me by surprise. But the thing that does upset me is because they're using the Robinhood application, if I'm not mistaken, they don't have a phone number anymore that you can call, and they actually encourage you to email them. And again, there's nothing like being able to jump on a call with your broker and getting your issue solved right away. I still think that that is a huge area of opportunity for Robinhood, but I totally understand where they're coming from. They're a non-commissionable brokerage and there's a huge overhead when it comes down to running a huge, support team. And unfortunately, I'm not too sure if Robinhood is there, and that is just something that I would like to see in the up and coming months or up and coming years that could really take Robinhood to the next level. So feel free to share your opinions down in the comment section. I hope you found this video helpful. If you guys did, we'd really appreciate the thumbs up. I also do want to remind you that we do run the largest private Facebook group for those who trade in the stock market. So if you've ever wanted to surround yourself with like-minded individuals, again, it's absolutely for free, and it's going to be that second link in the description. I am going to plug that first link in the description for this Robinhood update for you to be able to read up on this and maybe catch up on some things that I missed. The last thing is, if you like the way that I trade and you want to be able to watch me trade live every single day, click that third link in the description, learn a little bit more about what the Learn Plan Profit Group, what it has to offer, and what it's like to be able to watch me trade live and get a sneak peek of that with that third link in the description. Today, I covered a little bit over $500, as you guys can see right here, and last week I cleared a little bit over 4.5K in just 5 days of trading. Hope you guys absolutely kill it this year. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be what drives your success, and like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.